Viva afternoon, everyone. I am Jean Kylie, your host for today. And we want to take this opportunity to remind everyone to please stay safe, wear your mask properly, always disinfect, eat healthy, and take extra vitamins. If you can, just please stay home muna para iwas tayo sa sakit. All right, welcome to a very special day, for I am about to introduce the newest Vivamax original suspense thriller movie that will make you not want to talk to strangers. Here comes REROUTE, starring the well-known stars of the industry, John Arcilla, Cindy Miranda, Sid Lucero, and Nathalie Hart. Directed by the one and the only Fajardo. So what are you waiting for? Subscribe now on Vivamax para mapanood mo na ang newest Vivamax original suspense thriller movie, REROUTE, na ipalalabas na this January 21, 2022, only on Vivamax. This Friday na po yan. Vivamax is available online at web.vivamax.net. You can also download the app and subscribe via Google Play Store for Android users, App Store for iOS users, and Huawei App Gallery for Huawei users, or get your Vivamax vouchers on Shopee and Lazada. Watch all you can on Vivamax for only $49 for 7 days, $149 a month, or 399 pesos for 3 months para masulit. Also, we would like to thank you all. Because of you, Vivamax has been the #1 Filipino streaming app. And in just 1 year, Vivamax has reached more than 2 million subscribers and dominated the chart as the top grossing entertainment app in Google Play Philippines. Vivamax, Atin to. Vivamax is currently available in the Middle East, Europe, Hong Kong, Japan, Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia, Thailand, South Korea, Taiwan, Brunei, Macau, Vietnam, Maldives, Australia, New Zealand, Canada, and USA. Indeed, Filipinos all over the world can now have an even closer feel of home with Vivamax. All right, before we proceed, we would like to show our utmost appreciation to our friends from the press, TV, and online bloggers from Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, and the Middle East for joining our live digital media conference today. So, which road do you want to get lost on? Let's find out. Without further ado, let's all watch the official trailer of the newest exciting Vivamax original movie, REROUTE. Let's all watch this.
Pwede po magtanong?
Ako po. Ano po yun?
Sir, ito po yung daan papuntang Morinda, di ba?
Bumalik na lang po kayo. Private property po to.
Sige po, salamat na lang po.
Kung gusto ninyo, itulak natin hanggang sa bahay. Raradyo ako ng mekaniko. Asawa ko. La, maganda ka nga.
Taga Morinda kayo?
Opo. Ano apelido ng tatay mo?
Perilya po.
May nakuha akong mekaniko. Bukas daw dadating. Pwede kayo matulog dito kung gusto niyo.
Hindi na po. Sanay po kayo matulog sa kotse.
Gusto mo uminom?
Ako, okay lang po ako. Pagod na po ako. Tutulog na po ako.
Pareho ng lala.
Napansin mo rin.
O, iba makatingin eh.
Pareho silang weird. Hindi ba pwede? Sige nga.
Mamaya na yan. Kain mo na.
Manalangin tayong lahat. Sam, at dalangin namin sa iyo. Naway gabayan mo kami at ilayo mo kami sa mga hindi kalugod-lugod para sa iyo. Sa pangalan ng Panginoong Jesucristo na nabubuhay, ngayon at magpakailanman.
Talaga namang nakakasuspense ang film na to. That's why let's all meet the cast of the newest film, REROUTE. First, she is a beautiful and sexy actress who was one of the finalists in the 5th season of reality talent competition Starstruck. She starred in films Kagat ng Dilim, Binabahayan, Steel, Kusina Kings, Abay Babes, and Pacboy's Takusa. Now she's here with us as Lala, a fragile-looking woman. Let's give it up for Nathalie Hart. Hello. And please check your microphone. You're on mute, Nathalie.
Okay, now it's working. Hi, guys. Good afternoon.
There you have it. Up next, he is a well-known actor and model whose acting career began in 2004 with soap operas, which earned him a Best Actor award for his role in Zelda and Muli at the Gawad Urian Award. This afternoon, we're going to meet him as Dan, the distrustful husband with anger management issues. Let's give it up for Sid Lucero.
Hey guys.
All right, up next, she's crowned Binibining Pilipinas Tourism 2013 and a well-known gorgeous actress. She is best known in the erotic thriller movie Atin and Vivamax hit original film Nerissa. She also starred as the ambitious and determined Elle in the exhilarating film House Tour, and recently played the role of Loida in My Husband, My Lover. Now, this afternoon, she's here with us playing the role of Trina, a bank account manager that finds herself in dire straits. Let's give it up for Cindy Miranda.
Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. To complete the cast, he is an internationally acclaimed and versatile actor who has won numerous Best Actor awards and is widely known for starring in huge films and shows such as General Luna, Birdshot, Encantadia, FPJ Ang Provinciano, Miracle in Cell Number 7, On the Job, The Missing 8, and Viva Films' official MMFF entry, A Hard Day. Now, here with us playing the role of Gemo, a sturdy man walking with a slight limp. Let's all give a big round of applause for John Arcilla.
Yes. Hello, guys. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, Asia, Europe, and America.
There you have it. Good afternoon. Kompleto na ang ating cast. But before anything else, before we move on, we just want to say thank you again to all our friends from TV, print, and online media for joining us today. Thank you so much for being with us. And a little reminder for our press and bloggers, we'll be limiting to 2 questions per press, and that already includes your follow-up question for us to accommodate everyone. Also, please refrain from asking insensitive and offensive questions. While waiting for your turn to ask, kindly turn off your microphone and camera for a while. And also, we will be mentioning press names to be on standby mode, meaning by that time, you can now open your camera and microphone, but please make sure that your audio won't be a distraction to the ongoing press con. And lastly, if you're having any technical problem, you can send Viva your questions and we'll be the one to ask it for you. Thank you for your cooperation. And now let's open the floor for your questions para sa ating cast. Okay, our first batch, please do stand by. Jojo Panaligan of Writer.ph, Matt Suzara, La Cochera Lovers, Kiko Escuadro of Push, and Ray Pumalay of Abante Liling. Our first question will be coming from Jojo Panaligan of Writer.ph. Hello.
Hi. Hi, Jean. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you po.
Congratulations sa cast. Alam nyo, alam ko naman na maganda yung movie dahil sa lineup ng mga actors, yung cast. Pero ang ganda ng trailer, I have to say. Ngayon pala, congratulations. Anyway, yung first question ko kay Nathalie and Cindy. Alam naman natin na award-winning talaga yung kasama nyo dito with Sid and John. Ano yung reaction nyo nung natanggap nyo yung offer to do this with them? At saka, how was it the first time na you buckled down to work with them?
Ako ba? Okay. Okay, I'll be the first one. Well, when I found out I was going to be working with John Arcilla, I was really actually excited because, he's one of the bucket list, the actors na gusto ko makatrabaho. So I was really excited about that. And I've always wanted to meet Sid, and I've never met Cindy. So The only time that we actually met was the first day na nagtatrabaho na kami. So it was really funny. So but yeah, I was really excited, and then the script was very different from the things that I've na nagawa ko na dati. So I was really excited to work with everybody. So yeah. Kinabahan ba ako? Hindi naman. Kasi wala lang. Hindi ako kinakabahan. Wala lang. Yeah.
Thanks, Cindy.
Mm.
Yeah. Like what I said dun sa last press con, syempre sobrang na-excite ako kasi nga, ang gagaling talaga, award-winning actors. Hindi talaga ako nagdalawang isip na tanggapin yung REROUTE kasi nga, ano ba, kahit hindi ko pa alam yung kwento, yeah, I'll be part of that movie. Ganon ka bilis yung pag-decision ko nung nalaman ko na yun, nakasama ko si John Arcilla, si Kuya Sid Lucero, and si Nathalie Hart. So, totoo yun. Sobrang gagaling nilang mga actors, and this movie is really great. Kaya kasi ang gagaling talaga ng actors. And of course, syempre natakot ako at first, but yun, hindi nila pinaramdam sa akin na yun, baguhan ako. And I'm very thankful na naka-work ko sila, and ang dami ko natutunan sa kanila.
Thanks. Ang last question ko kay John and kay Sid. Sid, ang sobrang galing niyo pareho, walang kabig tulak sa sobrang galing niyo. Ano yung challenge sa inyo ng role na ito? At saka ano yung hinahangaan niyo sa isa't isa? Sa Sid muna siguro.
Hello?
Sorry, I got this. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I mentioned before that one of the driving factors for me to accept the film was one of the director because I already knew him from before. We've never worked with I've never worked with Lau before, but he's worked with my family a lot. And then when I read the script, I already saw that there were already names of actors attached to some of the characters put into the for the script. And so when I saw that it was John written there, I actually called him personally and asked him if he was going to do it. And then he said that he was gonna, it depends daw, hindi pa siya sigurado. And then I'm like, okay, no pressure, but if you're gonna do it, I'll definitely do it. And then just to explain, because I already worked with Sir John before, and I really look up to him as an actor, and he's really, really, really giving. And like, it's almost tiring to do what he does. Like, I could not imagine myself even doing what he does, but it's just such a breath of fresh air that when you're there already after your 5 4 3 2 action, it's just like you're so on dive talaga, and you're just you're helpless, but except to like receive what it is that he's about to give to you, and it's always something of a surprise, which is one of the little things that I really look forward to when it comes to my job. And that's why I said yeah. And so yeah.
Thank you, Sid. John? Na-miss ka namin sa hard day, pero we're glad you're here.
Na-miss niyo ba ako?
Yes.
Hindi kayo nakapunta.
I mean, media con.
Yeah, I know. Tsaka yung premiere. Yeah, well, good afternoon to everyone. And of course, well, hindi ko alam kung anong oras sa ibang bansa ngayon. But definitely, I want to say hi to Nat first, Sid, and of course, Cindy. Sobrang na-miss ko tong grupo na to. Sobrang ang ganda ng mixture, ang sarap nung chemistry naming apat. This is the first time I've worked with Sid, but this is the first time that I worked with such combination, and it's so exciting. Sobrang saya. I'm so happy with working with Cindy. I'm so happy working with Nat. In fact, yung sobrang I'm looking forward for this particular press con na makikita ko sila kahit on screen lang. Sobrang na-miss ko. Ang saya. Well, you know what? Kasi ang legacy kasi ng mga Hill, no? Nung family ng nila Sid. I've been watching their matriarch since I was young. And I became friends to his dad and to his mom. And uncle niya, sila Michael, sila mga naging kaibigan ko, and we respect each other's work. And then here comes Sid, one of the young best actors in the Philippine cinema.
Yeah.
I always look forward to work with him. So ganon yung respeto ko sa kanya, tsaka dun sa kahit kasi yung legacy. nandun na ever since na bata ako, napapanood ko yung family nila. Yun, ganun yung doon nanggaling yung respeto.
Salamat. Can't wait to watch this film. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Jane.
Thank you very much. That was Jojo Panaligan of Writer.ph. Up next, we have Matt Cesara of La Quachera Lovers. Hello, Matt.
Hello po. Ay po, tanong. Sorry. Hello po, good
We can hear you now.
afternoon po, na-close ko sorry po. Congratulations po sa cast. First question ko po, if ever mangyari sa inyong ganitong situation sa totoong buhay, are you brave enough to trust a stranger para sa kanilang help?
Nathalie?
Ako. Bakit ako lagi muna? Okay, go. Bakit ako lagi? Anyways.
Love you, Nat. I miss you, Nat.
Okay. Will I trust strangers? I think kasi the problem is I medyo strong kasi yung personality ko. So if nararamdaman kong God, I'm so excited. Like, pero kung probinsya yung levels, tapos ganun yung mangyayari, parang hindi siya mangyayari. Sorry. No. Sama ka. Yeah. Anyway, I'm so mean. Nakakaloka.
How can you not miss that now? How can you not miss that energy, that kind of...
Yeah. So, hindi po siya mangyayari sa akin. No thanks.
Thank you, Nathalie. Sid?
Yes.
Cindy. Sid. Oh, okay. Hi, guys. You know what? I honestly, like this, I learned late in my career, which is kind of sad. But kasi me, I'm very private and I just really like to do my job and be left alone, right? But recently, since I've been doing this for quite some time, like people have been getting to recognize me, right? So this is like the thing that I really learned late about my job, which I kind of did not appreciate before. I have friends everywhere in the world. As long as there are Filipinos there, I have a place to make poo-poo. I know because I've tried. I've made doorbell. Kung hindi ako kilala ng may-ari ng bahay, kilala ako nung sumagot ng pintuan at makakapupo ako doon. And it's never failed. Ever. And that's one of the things that I really thank God for what that I get from this career. It's like I have friends everywhere. I just came from a trip in La Union and people were welcoming me into their house. And they were just like, hi, you want to visit us? We're drinking there. I'm like, okay, sure. So yeah. And I also trust myself that if I do get into trouble, I'm also willing to go through lengths to stay alive. So, yeah.
Very friendly, very strong. Thank you, Sid. Cindy?
Yeah, pag nasa mood si Sid, talagang he's everybody's guy.
He's everybody's best friend. Actually, he's everybody's best friend. Yeah.
Well, pag nasa mood.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Okay, let's hear it from Cindy.
Medyo may pagka-introvert po ako, mahiyain. If ever man gusto ko, mahihiya ako eh. Alam mo yung parang kailangan pilitin pa ako ng stranger na yan. But, pero kung tiwala talaga, kung di ako mahihiyain, I'm a Sagittarius. Actually, adventurous talaga akong tao. It's just that sometimes I don't know how to say yes, like I'm sobrang mahihiyain. But if ever yung sa ganong location, like sa provincial level, tulad dun sa movie namin, maybe if I need help, why not? That's the only way, di ba? Pero kung wala lang, I don't think so. So, yun.
Thank you, Cindy. Sir John? Mr. John Arcilla? I think he's having a problem with his connection.
Follow-up question na lang po kay Miss Cindy. from Nerissa to this film, naging mas madali ba naging mas madali ba or naging mas challenging yung working relationship mo with Direk Lo?
Of course, hindi. Kasi syempre, nakatrabaho ko na siya. So, I felt more comfortable during REROUTE. And kabisado na din ako ni Direk, of course. And yung Nerissa talaga parang medyo grabe talaga yung experiences namin doon. And I felt na feeling ko mas... Kasi Direk lang naman is a very nice in person. Ang dali niyang i-approach talaga. I feel na wala sa amin yung pagka kinausap mo siya, hindi naman kailangan na director, actor level. Pwede mo siyang kausapin as kaibigan. And kahit hindi ko sabihin sa kanya, he knows kung ano yung ayaw kong gawin, kung ano yung gusto kong gawin. Mas madali. Pero of course, mas nagiging mahirap yung mga eksena. And in this movie, may mga scenes talaga na of course, mas mahirap na ginawa ko kaysa sa Nerissa. I think nagle-level up, alam mo yon. And nakita ko kay Direk Lau talaga yung changes din ng ways niya to direct. And that's good thing. Kasi, di ba, syempre, parang mas nag-i-improve kung paano siya nagde-direct and how he wants yung techniques niya. So actually, marami din akong, parang may mga times na naninibago ako sa kanya na during Nerissa, he wasn't like this, but in the root, he's like this. So, yun lang. Siyempre, sa akin din, as an actress, I think ang dami din nag-change. Pero feeling ko naman, sa root, mas nagkakaintindihan kami ni Direk Lau. And alam naman niya yung limitations ko, kung ano lang yung kaya kong gawin, ano lang yung kaya ko ibigay, saan niya ako kailangan, i-guide. So, yun yung okay dun eh. Kasi alam niya din yung weaknesses and strengths ko. So, ayun. Sayang wala siya dito.
Yeah po.
And Matt, Sir John is back here. Do you want to hear his answer?
Ay, sige po.
Sir John?
Yes, yeah. Well, actually, I'm a very trusting person. I don't know if that's a problem. I can even leave all my things anywhere. And then, well, that was before until some of my siblings and my staff, my assistant, parang sinabihan ako na I'm too trusting. But I always trust my instinct and my gut feel every time. Kaya kung siguro kung may mga strangers, no, may mga bagong area, may bagong place, my body will tell me. There's I don't know, minsan parang akong parang how do we call it? Parang minsan may third eye.
Parang may ESP.
And hindi naman ako na-fail. So, yun siguro. Because I trust also myself kung ano yung gut feel ko tsaka yung instinct. Yun yung answer ko.
Thank you, Sir John. Pat, are you okay with that? Thank you. Thank you very much. That was Matsuzara of La Cochera Lovers. Up next, we have Kiko Escuadro of Push. Hello, please check your microphone. Ayan, naka-mute po tayo. Alright, maybe Viva
You lost your chance. Next. Sorry,
Kiko. And we'll do a countdown down, sabi ni
Hello po.
There you have it. Okay.
Ay, sorry po. Ay, ang question ko po para po kay Miss Cindy and kay Nathalie. Hi po.
Hello.
Hi!
Okay, go ahead, Kiko. We can hear you.
Ay, hello po. Ayan po. Kay Miss Nathalie, medyo parang kakaiba po yung role niyo po dito. Paano po kayo nag-prepare na parang naging parang losyang yung term na kakaiba po?
Paano ako nag-prepare?
Opo.
Wala lang. I don't know. When I arrived to naligo lang ako and then that's it. But the thing is, kasi for me, when I go to work, I really am not the same person. So, when I accepted the role, I just have to do it, and I don't really care how I look. So, did I prepare for it? No, not really. But did I put a lot of effort into the character? Yes. Sometimes I even felt weird in the set with my character, and sometimes I look weird. So with the losyang part, it's fine naman kasi I the character needs it, and I didn't have to be sexy in these characters, which I like actually, and it's really more of acting. So losyang or not, it's fine as long I nail the character.
Kay Miss Cindy po. Hi, Miss Cindy.
Hi, good afternoon. Paano ka nag-prepare? Same
Yes.
question, right?
Apa.
Actually, I came from a shooting days before nag-start yung REROUTE. And kinakabahan ako because alam ko, bigatin yung mga makaka-eksena ko. And I was afraid na I'm not, prepared. Of course, kasi syempre alam ko yung level ng mga makakatrabaho ko. But yun nga, kahit sobrang kinakabahan ako. Really, yun talaga yung totoo dun eh. Kinakabahan talaga ako sa lahat ng eksena. Ayokong mag-fail yung isang scene just because of me. Plus, syempre ako yung baguhan talaga sa lahat dito. So, alam mo, yun lang pinag-pray ko na I hope I won't fail them. I hope ma-deliver ko ako ni dapat kong ma-deliver. And yun nga, palagi ko sinasabi sa sarili ko, kailangan mo nalakasan yung loob mo. You just, don't overthink. Just do it. Parang gano'n. And I was very happy talaga na they helped me. Nathalie, Sid, and Sir John, sobrang laking tulong yung ginawa nila sa akin. Yung mga advices, yung mga pabulong-bulong na, ito dapat yung gawin mo. I really appreciate that. Sobrang, hindi ko makakalimutan. Alam mga moments na gano'n. It helps you. It boosts your confidence to do it because you have their support. And I feeling ko, alam mo yan na, alam nila na yung mga hindi ko kayang, mga eksena, talagang parang feeling ko pinalakas nila yung loob ko kahit man wala silang sabihin sa akin. Yun, I feel na they care. Hindi lang doon sa character nila, pero doon sa mga co-actors nila. And I'm very happy kasi ang gagaling nila, ang babait nila. Very, very professional. They really love their craft. And alam mo, after that shooting, sobrang inspired ako. Feeling ko mas minahal ko yung trabaho ko. And I wanna be like them, someday. Yung magaling sa craft nila, ang daming awards, they deserve it. Yun lang yung masasabi ko. Doon ko na-realize na that's why they're award-winning actors and actresses because, very professional and they're very good.
Follow-up ko lang po, sa trailer po meron pong parang sexy scene doon sa trailer po with Sid Lucero. Paano po yung, hindi po ba kayo nakinabahan kasi baka may makita po on your part?
Siyempre nakakakaba po talaga yung mga gano'ng eksena. Lalo na siyempre first time ko naman po na-meet si Kuya Sid. And, pero si Kuya Sid kasi, paano ko ba sabihin? Sobrang professional trabaho. And I think he done that a lot of times. And alam niya talaga kung paano niya talaga i-guide yung partner niya. And he really guided me na hindi ako, matakot. Because kinakabahan ako. Kuya Sid knows that. And talagang minake sure niya na komportable ako, na sabihin ko lang daw sa kanya if I'm not comfortable. Talagang sinabi niya sa akin yung mga bagay na yun. And then I was very happy. Feeling ko nga, this is the movie na, feeling ko yung may sexy na, we really, yung parang hindi mo talaga ginawa, pero parang ginawa mo sa camera. That's how good Kuya Sid is. Alam mo yung parang sa camera, parang, it's real but it's not. Sobrang gentle sa akin ni Kuya Sid. And talagang, sabi actually, siya yung gumawa sa akin ng mga bagay na yan. You can ask him because talagang ang daming ginawa ni Kuya Sid for me. Yung mga bagay na kailangan niya ako supportahan para lang mabuo yung eksena. Maibigay lang namin yung kompleto na ma-deliver doon sa eksena yun. He really supported me. He really helped me. Yan.
Yun lang po. Thank you po. Congratulations po sa lahat.
Thank you po.
Thank you for
Thank you very
that.
much. That was Kiko Esquadro of Push. Up next, we have Ray Pumalay of Abante Liling. Hello po.
Hi, Jean. Hello. Good afternoon, everyone. Ayun. Paano ko ba? Actually, kasama naman to sa, wait lang ha. Kasama naman to sa pelikula, so unang pasok pa lang ng pelikula, isa sa mga unang frame ng pelikula, yung sexy scene sa loob ng sasakyan with Sid and Cindy. Ang tanong ko, have you tried doing it inside the car? Was there a time na gano'n? At ano ang experience? Nagkaroon ba kayo ng takot? Or parang, how exciting was it? How scary was it? Napangiti si Sid. Parang, ilan na ba to Sid? Charot. Ilang beses. Unahin natin si Sid.
Oh my God, Sid, you're so wild.
Hello, Ray. When I was younger, yeah. I don't even mind making kwento. Yeah, I even remember, I think parang the setting made it perfect. Tapos hindi ako medyo kinabahan kasi sakto yung setting. Nandun kami sa pinakataas na part ng parking lot. Tapos biglang umulan ng todo-todo. Tapos walang ibang kotse dun sa pinaka-top ng parking lot. Tapos parang isang oras umulan. So tapos, cramps. Oh, mahirap. Cramps. Ouch. Mainit.
Nakakatakot?
No, not really. Because I already knew that walang pupunta dun sa car. Kasi ang grabe yung ulan, parang bumabagyo ata eh. So mag-isa ka talaga dun eh. And then, I guess you're just gonna decide na lang whether it's time to go home na or not. Okay, next question. No more questions from Sir Ray.
Okay, si Cindy naman. Si Cindy.
Ano ba? Team.
Nasa pelikula. At more mature na tayo, Cindy.
Yeah, is the question kung nagawa ko na in ano po? Sa totoong buhay ba? Hindi pa po. That was asked din po before. Hindi pa. Kung may balak ba akong gawin, you know, that I'm not sure right now. Dahil hindi po ako masyadong lumalabas at hindi ako ganun pa. Medyo may pagka-introvert ako. Takot po akong mahuli. Actually, yun po talaga yun. Pero syempre, parang exciting when I did it sa movie, diba? Imagine doing that with your partner, you know, in somewhere sana na wala masyadong tao, na alam mo namang walang makakita sa inyo. But, you know, syempre, andun pa rin sa mind mo na, baka may makakita. But if given the chance with my partner, you know, in the future, maybe, you know, maybe kasi dapat talaga matry natin yung mga ganyang bagay, di ba? Minsan kasi, di ba, parang, di ba, kailangan maging fun din talagang life. So,
oo nga, kailangan subukan lahat.
I might ask him po.
Si Nathalie naman. Nathalie? Andiyan ba si Nathalie?
Hi, hello. Hindi pwede sa akin yung mga ganyan kasi nakakahiya. Like,
wow.
Nakakahiya. Super chapter. Hindi yan pwede sa akin. So, yung mga ganyan, hindi talaga. Ayoko. Like, kung yan lang yung pwede mong ibigay sa akin, wala akong makukuha sa akin. So, no thanks. No.
No, it's not, hindi talaga, never.
No, I'm not interested. Kasi gusto ko romance. I want romance. I don't like yung mga ganyan, yung exciting part. Depende na lang. Pero ano ko, kasi gusto ko romantic. Gusto ko yung pinaghandaan, yung may light, and like not like that. So yun.
Okay.
No way.
Si John, my friend. Aminin.
Sir John, you're on mute po.
Sagot pa ba talaga si Sir John?
Okay, hi. Hello.
There.
Yes, hello, hi, Ray.
Nakuha mo yung question?
Hindi pa. Nawala ako.
Have you tried having sex inside a car? Kasi nasa pelikula naman ginawa ni Cindy at saka ni Sid. Wala, para lang yon. At ano experience? Natakot ka ba? Nag-alala? Was it exciting or medyo ninenervyos at the same time?
Mature naman na tayo.
Oo, yes.
I think sex is the most exciting part of life. So I can do it anywhere.
I love it.
And I'm willing to do it anywhere. kahit sa ibabaw ng stove.
Okay, my second question is para sa lahat. Ito wholesome naman to ha. Naka-encounter na ba kayo ng isang tao na medyo scary sa inyo? Feeling nyo nakakatakot, nakaka-intimidate, medyo yung feeling na hindi kayo secured. At ano yung sitwasyon na yon?
Anyone who would like to answer first, Sir John?
Yes, I can answer. I experience that all the time, not necessarily with strangers. Sometimes with people I work with on different levels of like inability to like carry myself as naturally as possible. Especially kunyari at work when I'm meeting with someone who I really look up to as an actor, and I'm working with him for the first time. Usually the first day of my shoot, hindi ako makaporma ng maayos kasi pinapanood ko yung tao, I get starstruck. And that's another way of looking at like a version of instability when you're faced with someone you're not used to. Diba? Also in the, outside or in the gym, when you're about to be paired with someone you're gonna spar with and you've never met the person before, you have to like keep your guard up kasi you don't know if the person responds the same way or as healthily as you do to punches, things like that. When you're dealing with people you're meeting for the first time, especially with a big names, sometimes there's a feeling of uneasiness because either you're not exactly agreeing with what the person represents, or maybe you just don't agree with the person, diba? Whether it's a political angle or not. I've shared a cell with the Ampatuans. That was crazy. I knew them, but I never really knew them. But that was, oh my God, in their cell ba? That was, but like,
Sir Ray, I think you're on mute po.
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean outside of work, Sid.
outside, yeah,
Have
but
you
the thing is, it
encountered?
happens with anyway. It doesn't matter if it's a stranger or not. I really highly rely on my instincts. Like what Sir John was talking about, na he's never wrong. Like if he really feels there's something up, I've felt it every so often, even at work. You know, it happens with everybody every day, diba?
Mhm. Yes.
So it's really just up to how far are you willing to take it, or how much of benefit of the doubt are you willing to give the person. Kasi diba, you never really know a person's story. Eh? And then really feeling like there's something about this person really isn't just, will never justify how you treat a person, diba, if you treat them less of a person.
Okay, next. Thank you, Sid.
Cindy?
Wait, wala.
Or
Okay.
Nathalie, go ahead.
Sorry, ano yung nakulula ako sa question. So the question was,
Nathalie, have you encountered any person outside of work na medyo nakaramdam ka na you're not secured, parang naiilang ka,
yeah.
parang gano'n, na parang feeling mo hindi magiging maganda yung sitwasyon mo, mapapahiya ka or mababastos ka, or baka malagay sa peligro ang buhay mo, yung mga tipong gano'n?
Actually, not just strangers. It can happen also within your group of friends and sa partner as well. So, it's not just about work. Like yung feeling mo you're not secure and pwedeng malagay yung sitwasyon mo sa peligro. Yeah, of course. Pwede nga sa jowa eh. Or like, you know what I mean? Or like just close friends that, you think that you can trust, but you really can't trust. So you really just have to be careful, but you just have to, I think everything comes from experience. So kung na-experience mo na, you're just gonna be smarter sa mga next experience mo sa buhay. But that's it. Of course, we all do in all walks of life, friends, family, anything, work, colleagues. So yes, of course.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Cindy. Thank you, Nathalie.
Mm-hmm.
Siyempre, sa amin na mga babae, siguro mas madalas nangyayari mga ganyan, di ba? Yung parang may kinakatakutan ka, or you feel na madaming times na nangyari yan sa akin. Pero of course, ano ba, makilang wala eh, pag ganyan na tahimik lang talaga ako. You can't do anything. So yun nga, natutunan ko din of course na siyempre sa daming times mo na lalagay sa ganung sitwasyon, di ba? Matututo ka kung paano ka lalayo sa mga ganung klaseng tao at paano ka mapupunta sa ganung sitwasyon. Yun lang din naman yun eh. Just don't put yourself sa mga ganung situation kasi alam mo naman yung mga tao din na, syempre, di ba, na not good for you. Or yung pwede kang, i-threaten or, alam mo yun, may pwedeng gawin sa masama. Don't put yourself,
Thank
near.
you, Cindy.
Yeah,
John?
Ray, I think I have not experienced it yet, or I can't think of something really very significant right now. Siguro wala akong masyadong na-experience pa na ganun. Kasi wala akong maisip eh.
Okay, thank you. Good luck.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, John. Sorry to interrupt you.
Well, siguro mas yung sa akin mas laging available yung precaution. Yung even before a danger will happen, hindi na ako papasok kagad. Parang ganun. Mas ganun siguro yung klase ng personality ko.
Okay. Thank you, John. Thank you, Sid. Thank you, Nathalie. Thank you, Cindy. And thank you, Jean.
Thank you.
Good luck to your movie.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. That was Ray Pumalay of Abante Liling. Up next, let me call in Ina Medina of Rise and Shine PTV. Hello.
And hi. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Yeah, my first question is for Sir John. Hi, Sir John. Good afternoon
Hello.
po.
Hi.
Hi. Ayan, sir, meron na tayong mga panalo sa Cannes Film Festival, sa Sundance Film Festival, and of course, yung huling awards, which is sa Venice Film Festival. So do you think, ano po ba yung kailangan gawin pa ng Philippine cinema to finally win an Oscars?
The thing with the Oscars is that we really need a lot of campaigning. It has something to do with campaign. We need a lot of money, no? Kasi there are some sampling of population all over the USA from their 50 states. That there are samplings population who will actually vote for the nominees and for the winners. And for that, I think I remember my first film, which was actually chosen to be part of as the entry to the Oscars. We need to produce like 5,000 pieces of CD or DVD, and to distribute it all over the US, just for them to see your film. Kung hindi kanila kilala, they know what Philippines is, but if the names doesn't ring a bell, they will not even try to watch your film, even if you try to connect with the big publishers in the US, in New York Times or in LA. There are a lot of effort that you need to campaign, because it has to be heard by the key people. It has to be how do you call it? It has to be advertised. Your names, the title should come out from key people, like from maybe Oprah, from the most popular people in America, before these voters will get interested to your project or to your work. I've been dreaming of that na sana ma-recognize din tayo, pero yun nga, kailangan natin, we need a lot of we need a lot of money, or siguro kung hindi man ngayon, siguro talagang isang napakagandang project na talagang iingay, very controversial, na even the American masses, yun kasi importante, the audience will decide. If it rings a bell, if it gets the attention of the masses, of the movie goers, kahit ang mga publishers, ang media magiging interested. Pero yung media lang, pero wala yung nakahiwala yung audience. Ang hirap. Yun. So I wish we can discover a story, na pwedeng maging sobrang controversial na papanoorin ng marami and ipo-promote ng mga key people sa Hollywood.
Ayan, thank you so much po. And hoping sana malay naman po natin no, in the near future.
Yeah.
Yan.
Yeah. Ako nangangarap talaga ako na makapasok tayo. Ilang films ko na ang nag-represent sa atin. Siguro four na. Mayroon pa akong isang film yung Metro Manila. I was actually representing the Great Britain. The title is Metro Manila. I represented the Great Britain because it was produced and directed by a British guy, Sean Ellis. So the film was a part of the roster, but I represented the Great Britain at the Philippines. Pero ganun din, wala silang budget to do that.
Ayan. Anyways, thank you so much po, Sir John. No, maraming salamat po. And congratulations dito sa film. Ayan, for my second question po kay Sir Sid. Good afternoon po, Sir Sid.
Hi, good afternoon. Hi.
Ayan po. Pwede niyo po ba kaming kwentuhan kasi medyo alam naman po natin na matagal kayong nag-break sa showbiz, 'di ba dati? Kasi before sunod-sunod talaga yung projects mo. Pero ngayon you're back. So, medyo ano lang naman po, kwentuhan niyo lang kami kung bakit po medyo nag-lie-low kayo before.
Well, I don't think I planned it. I was presented with a project which required a physical change. That project fell through, but at the same time, I was approached by another director who said, "I really like your look. What are you doing that for?" I'm saying, "I'm doing this film, but I'm not sure if it's going to push through." Sabi niya, "I have another project. It's for TV. Baka gusto mo ituloy yan." So we did. And I grew my beard. I had a beard for 2 years, like really big, super big. And with a beard like that, you only get to do one role. So for 2 years, I was doing just that thing. No movies, no nothing, no guesting, no other stuff. And then again, a lot of weight and got really, really sad. And then I worked on it. And I'm back. Yun lang.
Ayun,
Nothing great.
alam na po namin ngayon yung reason behind kung bakit kayo nawala.
Yes, beards are very expensive. It's a family effort.
Thank you so much po, Sir Sid, and to all the cast. Congratulations po for the new movie. Thank you, Miss Jean.
Thank you very much, Aina Medina. Thank you, Aina Medina of Rise and Shine PTV. Let me call in our next question. Will be coming from Ian Batingala of Net25.
Pauna na lang po yung next po sa akin. After na lang niya po ako. Thank you po.
Okay, so we have here more questions from our dear press. So from G. Trilliana, let me read it for you guys. From G. Trilliana of Malaya. For Sid Lucero, does your being an international award-winning actor come to play in choosing your projects? Do you have plans of working behind the camera?
I have dreams of working behind the camera. I have been dreaming about it for the longest time, but I don't think I am brave enough. And then for your first question, I don't think my previous accolades or the things that I have learned, gained from the past has anything to do with the way I should be handling every single new project. I treat it as my very first, like the first time. And of course, there are like techniques that I would like, if you get technical about it, be like, oh, this might work. But I always look forward to a different choice. And I'm already noticing na nga that I'm kind of like falling back into like a puro pocket reactions na nga. So I think it's a good time to like rethink all the way I approach my projects, which is, thank you for that question, actually. Yeah. But to be clear, yeah, I don't really think that it has anything to do with my current project. Anything that's happened in the past is, because when you win an award, that doesn't mean that you're a great actor. Eh. It means that for that year, for that group of movies that everybody's looking at, you had one of the most powerful performances or that reached people in that set. But that doesn't necessarily mean that once you've won an award, you're automatically great. But I think it's consistency that makes you rise or stand out, and that's what really pushes you and pushes people to see you above the rest. But you should never let that get to you. Always start fresh.
Thank you, Sid. And I think that is the same question for Mr. John Arcilla. Sir John?
What's the question again? Come again. I'm
Uh,
so sorry.
okay. Does your being an international award-winning actor come to play in choosing your projects? Do you have plans of working behind the camera?
I think I'm really very lucky because most of the projects I've done and the projects coming are really the projects that I really love to do. Siguro, most of these people are actually planning what they're going to pitch, no, for my projects. Then siguro dahil somehow nagkaroon na rin siguro ng klase ng branding kung ano ba yung ginagawa kong film. So, and kung ano yung character. Kung meron na mga attempts, somehow they allow me to collaborate with ideas. Kung may mga attempts na palagay nila hindi ko parang it will be really something new to me. Mostly the producers and directors are really very willing to collaborate with my idea on how are we going to do the project. So and I'm very lucky for that. Choosing projects also somehow, no, after that, oh, yeah, parang hindi rin, talagang sobrang lucky lang ako na tama yung dumadating. But just in case na mayroon dumating na hindi, siguro feeling ko hindi mag-work sa akin. Siguro ang gauge ko lang lagi is it has to be both entertaining and relevant. Because whether we like it or not, films are still something that you have to enjoy. And at the same time, you have to get something out of what you saw. So nandun pa rin ako sa ganun. Ayoko nung masyadong puro advocacy film lang ba, lagi na lang merong kailangan may substance. Yes, of course. Laging kasama yon. Pero nandun pa rin ako sa idea na it has to be at the same time entertaining. It has to be sometimes, how do we call it? Fantastic. No? Thinking of working behind the scenes, I don't know. I think I can't see myself directing a film. I can't see, but I can write. No,
Sir John's a writer. He's a writer. He's sinabi na, akala ko hindi niya aminin. He's a writer.
Yeah, because my major was screenplay writing when I was in college, and my actually professor was Roy Iglesias, and we know how he's one of the Hall of Famer writers in the Philippine movie industry. And then after my graduate school, I had a chance to have some classes with Ricky Lee, and I became a scholar also of ABS-CBN for a while as a writer. So mas nandun yung mind ko siguro. Kaya lang, it's really a lonely work to do, no? Sometimes in the middle of the night, you have to wake up and just write that middle part of the film, but that you haven't started yet. So ganun siya ka nakakakain ng oras. So that's why I have a lot of ideas. I have a lot of stories in my mind, but I think I don't have a lot of time to do it because a lot of projects are coming in for acting. But definitely directing, I'm really worried. Unless I can create one beautiful film that I don't want to be destroyed, no? Kaya kailangan ako mag-direct. I don't know when will that happen, but right now, I'm really satisfied with being an actor.
Thank you very much for your answer. That is a question from G. Trilliana of Malaya. Let me call in again, Cesar Ian Batingal of Net25.
Yes, hello po. Good afternoon po. Good afternoon, Jean. Good afternoon po sa cast ng REROUTE. For Sir John Arcilla po, knowing that you are an international icon na po, kumbaga, yun na po yung gusto po namin na maging term po. Kasi knowing na nagkaroon na po kayo ng maraming awards po sa iba't ibang international award giving body, not only here in the Philippines, do you have any pressure pa po bang, lalo na po iba't ibang tao na po o iba't ibang lahi na po ang nakatingin po sa inyo? every time that you have a new project, Sir John. Thank you po.
Thank you for that term, no? Icon. Wow, thank you so much. I will I will embrace that. Well, right now, I think one of the considerations is to speak to a large of audience, to a global audience. Siguro that's one of the first considerations, because we have already somehow called the attention of the film dome globally, and we have already somehow called the attention of the film makers, directors, and producers globally. I think I really want to look for projects that I can speak to the global audience. Yun siguro yung consideration. That I'm not just doing a film for just because I want it. It is how this project can also be relevant to the global citizens. Like when if we can create a film, a project that can speak for the pandemic, definitely ang global yung audience mo. Things like that. That although that's very cliche, something like that siguro.
Okay po, Sir John. Thank you for your answer po. And for the cast of REROUTE po, every time po ba that you are doing a new projects, ano po yung alam naman po kasi natin yung versatility niyo po, hindi niya po matatawaran po kay Cindy, kay Miss Nathalie, kay Sir Sid, sa inyo, Sir John. Pero every time po ba that you have a new project or new work po sa industriyang ito, ano po yung ginagawa ninyo na yung pong acting niyo po dito maging kakaiba at hindi po matulad o maulit yung acting niyo po sa mga nakaraan niyo pong projects?
Yeah, siguro.
Go ahead.
Is that Sid?
Hello.
Is that Sid?
Sid?
Yeah,
okay,
go ahead,
Sid muna. Hello.
Just go ahead, Sid. Go, Sid.
Nawala ako sa sarili ko nung narinig ko boses niya.
Hi, hello. Sino ba? Sino
Go
ba?
ahead, Sid.
What's the
Sige,
question
sige,
tuloy?
go,
Nawala
sir.
nga talaga ako, seryoso.
No,
Yes, Cesar,
like-
please repeat the question.
oh my God.
Opo, sir, kapag meron po kayong mga bagong projects po, right now tulad
I remember now. Yeah. I actually mentioned a while ago that I'm kind of feeling like I'm falling into like a pattern, and that shouldn't be the case. And I always think kasi like there's like what an infinite kinds of people to make up one world. So there's really like an infinite number of choices to do your role, right? I like to play, and I like to be irreverent, and I don't like to do my lines as if I memorized it. I like to keep it as I don't like to read. I don't like to rehearse. I mean, I like to rehearse, but I don't like to memorize too much, which I think is a double-edged sword because it makes my performance a little bit more natural than normal, or at least what we're used to as Filipino viewers. But at the same time, it also makes it look more me, which becomes repetitive. That's why it's dangerous, but that's also the way I do my job. So I try to like choose my roles and where I'm able to perform that way. It's not every time that it will allow it. Like if I do a film where the director or the writer is very strict and they want things verbatim, then the way I normally do my job cannot be done that way. I really have to do my homework. Now, if it's something like, for example, like this one, especially because the role is what they're asking for me, what the project was asking for me naman wasn't really necessarily to be liked. The only character I needed anybody to like my character was my partner. And that was really hard to balance also because he's supposed to be despicable and unlikable. And that I think makes it fun. And if I also don't think I'm going to be able to do that again. Yun nga lang, if I approach it the same way, then it's going to look like the last one. So it really depends on who I'm with also. Sorry, Sir John, your turn.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
I
Hi
thought
guys.
I,
It's okay. It's okay. Sir John muna.
no, I'm good. I'm good.
You're
I'm good.
good?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Nathalie.
Okay. Hello. Hi guys. Okay. So I'm sasagutin ko na yung question, but I have to go because kailangan kong puntahan yung anak ko na. Wala na nagbabantay ngayon. So anyways, do I do the same approach in every role? No. Definitely not. Kasi syempre pag pinaulit-ulit mo yung ginagawa mo sa mga past projects, it becomes really boring. And how can you really, how can you become a better artist? So you gotta challenge yourself as well. Dapat gawin mo yung hindi mo pa nagawa para maging interesting yung isang project. So definitely not. Kailangan talaga iba. And I actually enjoyed this role because it's really different and I actually look so far from this character. So from that role, it's just totally different for me. I enjoyed it because I would never dress up that way. So yeah, definitely not. And yeah. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for
Thank you, Nathalie. Sir John?
Well, actually, well, from the very beginning naman kasi that's supposed to be the role of an actor, no, to play different roles. So I really don't want to repeat myself as much as possible. That's also my wish, that at least for every project that I'm planning to do or project at hand, I wish I can really do something different from the last project that I just did. So consciously, deliberately, you have to find that interesting thing that is different from the other one. And my reason for that is there are billions of people in the world, but no one is the same. So there's a lot of resources that you have to find as an actor, and that is your job.
Thank you, Sir John. Cindy?
Gusto ko i-quote yung sinabi ni Kuya Sid na I like to play. I like to play as well because as an introvert person, but having, an adventurous mind because I'm a Sagi, ito yung nagiging outlet ko. Kaya nga sobrang na-enjoy ko yung pag-acting. That's why, di ba nga may mga bashers tayo na they judge us for, doing this kind of, character and all. But really, it's not you. It's not Cindy. It's the character. Yun nga yung palagi ko sinasabi. And they, judge you from doing a character na they feel na, bad or something. But, ako as nagsimulang umarte, mas gusto ko pang gumawa ng mga kakaibang roles. Alam mo yung hindi ko may isip gawin in real life at hindi ko kayang gawin in real life. And I'm very, very blessed and grateful na nabibigyan ako ng mga, yung mga ginawa ko. Nag-play na ako ng lesbian, vampire, sirena, ano pa ba? Weird. May time na sabi, bangs ako. May time sa mukha ako, hindi ko na maintindihan. But sobrang na-enjoy ko. I'm having fun. I feel na nakakalaya ako. Nakakalaya ako sa mga characters na ginagawa ko. And it satisfies you as a person. It fulfills your, emotions. Kasi hindi ka nakakarating doon. As me, as Cindy, hindi ako nakakarating sa mga ganong emosyon. Doon lang sa set. Doon lang sa acting ko na yun. And yun lang yung na-realize ko sa pag-acting. You will experience a lot and you will become a better person because you will understand kung ano mang character yung ginagawa mo. Lesbian man yan, mahirap man yan, mayaman man yan, maarte man yan, kung ano man yan, maintindihan mo sila. Kasi di ba, as an actor, kailangan mo intindihan yung character ng ginagawa mo and why they do things they do. And doon lang, to me, I feel I'm becoming a better person. Mas naiintindihan ko yung, yung iba't ibang klase ng tao, mga bagay sa mundo because just by playing, characters. And sana mabigyan pa ako ng mga, kakaibang characters na malayong malayo sa personality ko.
Okay po, thank you. Naku-curious lang din po kasi ako dun sa mga artista, lalo na po yung mga projects na magkakasabay-sabay, di ba po? Parang yung switching kasi ng kanila pong portraying sa isang character, hindi din nila nadadala dun sa susunod, dun sa iba pa po nilang racket. Parang, yun nga po, parang napakagaling po talaga. Lalo po,
It's hard.
like,
It's
Sir,
hard.
Sir John Arcilla na may probinsyano siya, tapos may other projects pa siya. Tapos pag-switch siya po dun sa isang project niya, iba na naman po yung makikita niya sa kanya. Ang galing po talaga. Like yung Miss Cindy na meron po kayong ni Risa, na iba si ni Risa doon sa reroute niyo po ngayon. Kumbaga, ang layo-layo na. Thank you po and good luck po sa reroute.
Thank you very much. Thank you. That was Cesar Ian Batingal of Net25. All right, we have here more questions from our press. From Ron Romulo of People's Balita. For Cindy, malaking pressure ba sa'yo pag tinatag ka na isa ka na sa prime actresses ng Viva at dagdag ka ba na puro award-winning sina Sid, Nathalie at John na co-stars mo sa REROUTE?
Syempre sobrang nakakakilig yun, di ba? Dream ko lang yun. Naalala ko kung paano ko pinangarap, yun, matawag nga lang as an actress. Sana, yun lang yung palagi kong sinasabi. Sana deserve ko lahat kung anumang blessings na dumadating. And really, I'm willing to work harder. Para, mapabilang, of course. Siyempre, gusto ko maging level nila, Kuya Sid, Sir John, Nathalie Hart. I can't wait to be like them. Sobrang idols talaga sila. And syempre, andun yung pressure talaga kapag nakaka-work ka ng ang gagaling na actors. But you learn a lot from them. And sobrang swerte ko lang na nabigyan ako ng pagkakataon. And pagkakataon matuto. Yun talaga yun eh. That's yung work, it's bonus. Pero yun, ang pinaka-importante talaga is yung maka-work mo sila. Imagine that. Napapanood mo lang sila before, pero ngayon nakaka-eksena mo sila, nakakausap mo sila, and wala. Parang, it's true. Dream come true. So, yun lang. Sana, alam mo yun, mas gumaling pa ako. And, thank you, of course, sa Viva for giving me this kinds of projects na makasama yung mga galing na actors.
Thank you very much, Cindy. That is a question from Ron Romulo of People's Balita. From Ricky Calderon of The Freeman. For John Arcilla. Having done award-winning roles, what will make you accept a film offer?
Well, I think somehow partly I have answered that question already. But to add more, it always has to have this combination of entertainment and quality and relevance, because that's how life is all about. I mean, you're in life, there's not always parang you're always sad or you're always parang serious. I mean, you're always looking for fun. I mean, in fact, we want to live in a very exciting way, and that's what we want to see on films that we watch, as audiences. So that's why for me, as an actor, I want to see to it that the films I do has those combinations of relevance, at the same time fun and exciting moments.
Thank
Things
you,
like
Sir
that.
John. And this, we have here a follow-up question. How do you feel that people are calling you the national actor of the Philippines, having won the Best Actor award at Venice Film Festival?
Come again?
How do you feel though po when people are calling you the national actor of the Philippines when you won the Best Actor for Venice Film Festival?
Yeah, you know what? Sabi ko nga, it is actually a welcome for Filipino actors, not just for myself. But we've been being recognized for so long, no, as filmmakers in the global scene. We started our film as early as 1893, 1891. And that was just like 20 years after the first film in the Philippines, which was actually shown after Bonifacio's death. No, so we've been actually growing as filmmakers together with the pioneers of filmmaking. It is just that to them we are just considered as part of the outskirts. We are not part of the mainstream. No, pero itong recognition na ito is just parang I can't say long overdue, but it's just how do we call it? It's just part of the world welcoming us. But we've been there for so long as filmmakers. So kaya kumbaga para sa akin kung yung ganong klaseng mga ano lang naman yan in time lang naman yan kung ano yung recognition mong nakuha ngayon yung matatawag sa iyo. But like I agree with Sid, that's also my principle. You are as good as your last performance. So you have to keep on creating and recreating yourself and doing a good project so that you can sustain that kind of status if you want that kind of status. So that's it. So parang minsan ano lang siya it's seasonal, no? Pagkatapos ito baka iba naman yung itatawag sa iyo. So siguro for us actors like kung gusto mo ng consistency and you just really have to work on it. Hindi talaga siya hindi mo siya pwedeng bitawan or pabayaan. Talagang trabaho naman kasi siya. Hindi naman siya fun lang. Although it's also fun for me, no? Because my work is also my play. And I'm enjoying doing it. I mean, sabi ko nga, minsan si Sid, sinasabi niya sa akin, masyado akong seryoso sa set. You know what? Being that serious sometimes on this set, it's actually I'm just having fun. You just don't feel it on my face.
But that's just joking. I love how you work.
I know that. I love ko yan. So sobrang sa mga gustong-gusto ko talagang katrabaho. It's in front and behind the scene is really Sid, no? There's this kind of rapport that we can understand both, no? Parang ganun. On and off the screen. And even if we don't talk often, I mean when we see each other on the set, Sid, yeah.
It's true though. We are one of the oldest film industries in the world. Like we're older than other countries. Yung nga lang ibang country yung yung gumagawa ng pelikula, but we're already one of the first countries that already made the film. Yeah. We're just trying to remind the world that we're still here.
Yes. Nagkataon lang kasi talagang ang ating mga films are small budgeted. Kaya kumbaga hindi maka-reach nung standard, but when it comes to stories and colors, no? Wow. I mean, napaka diverse, napaka rich ng culture natin at ng history to do great stories and works. But the way to execute this as a film, as a movie, doon tayo medyo kulang sa budget. But as artists, our stories are at par with the global films and movies. We have proven that several times. Kilala tayo sa mga festivals all over the globe. Right, Sid?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we are hoping for more recognitions from outside the country. So thank you for your answer, Mr. John and Sir Sid. Okay, let's move on. Here's a question from Jude Cartalaba of Lionheart TV for John Arcilla. As an accomplished and award-winning actor, when can you say you have a good performance? How do you measure your personal success?
Sometimes it's not really very easy to tell. No? Sometimes I like my work so much, but the critics doesn't like it. Sometimes the critics like it so much, but I don't like it very much. I don't know, you know. I really don't know. It's just a proof that iba-iba talaga ang standard at saka ang taste ng tao eh. Sometimes you cannot really just tell na this is the best film that I've done and this is one of the worst film that I've done. Ang hirap kasi it's a collaborative medium. Filmmaking is a collaborative medium. Sometimes even the lightings can affect your acting. Even the lightings can affect the angle of that particular emotion. But if that particular emotion is going to be taken in a different angle, it won't do any good to you. So kaya ang hirap, no? It's really sometimes you really have to have a director that can actually speak for you. Or sometimes you have to somehow you can relate to the director's sensibility so that you can create the scene according to his eyes. Things like that. It is not just about you. It is not just about you as an actor.
Thank you.
So
Okay. Go ahead, Pastor John. Sorry for cutting.
Yeah, okay lang. Okay na yan. Ayun na yan.
Okay, Pastor. Thank you, Sir John. Okay.
Well, to put parang an ending phrase. After all, since it is a collaborative medium, hindi lang ikaw ang magsasabi. Sometimes ikaw, pero kung hindi yung nakikita ng audience at ng ibang taong concerned sa production, maybe hindi mo pa nakikita yung pinaka-center ng particular na substance ng eksena. Sometimes pag sila ang nakakakita pero hindi mo nakikita, maybe you're doing it right but you just don't know it. So kaya ang lawak. In fact, for me, acting is napakalawak ng acting para sa akin. Sabi ko nga sa inyo, for me, acting is a noble profession. It is like a study of psychology. I mean, you when you characterize, you study the characters of the human behaviors. You study the history. You study the milieu. You study the generation. Why you have to act this way? Because during those periods, people think this way. So ang lawak eh, ang lawak. Sobrang lawak para sa akin ng this kind of profession for me.
Thank you very much, Sir John. This next question is from Naz Tabares for Cindy. Okay, for the cast, for Cindy, Sid, and for Sir John. As yung character niya and siya off cam. For Sir John Arcilla, at this point of your career, masasabi mo bang nagawa mo na yung mga roles na gusto mong gawin? If no, ano pa yung mga hindi mo pa nagagawa?
Mga roles, characters, of course, marami pa akong gustong i-discover na mga characters na sana pwede kong gawin. And I don't know that yet, no? Kasi conforme naman yan sa kung ano yung dadating. So I want to surprise myself too. Siguro roles, I'm still dreaming of doing Juan Luna. I've done Antonio, this furious general, but I want this subdued melancholic character of Juan Luna, the painter, the artist, things like that. I want to explore on somehow if I can do like mainstream, real mainstream characters na siguro mga villain ng mga Marvel DC characters. Why not? I'm dreaming of those. Ano, di ba? Parang ang sarap lang i-explore ng mga ganung mga dreams, things like those.
Thank you, Sir John. Kaya naabangan namin na mapasama kayo sa DC or Marvel soon. Okay. So for Cindy and Sid, how was John Arcilla as yung character niya and siya off cam?
Pareho lang, walang magkaiba. Baliw-baliw lang. Go ahead, Cindy.
You know, I feel
Out mo na ako.
nanonood ako as a fan kay Kuya Sid and Sir John Arcilla. Sobrang tuwang-tuwa lang ako. ewan, hindi ko alam kasi parang sa akin kasi sobrang idol eh. So parang every time na tinitignan ko si Sir John, yung feeling ko na starstruck ako sa mga ginagawa niya. You know, when you really idolize someone sa work nila, you observe them how they work. And yeah, totoo yun. May pagkaseryoso si Sir John sa trabaho niya. And I think makukumpara ko yung sarili ko doon. Na medyo, seryoso ako sa work. Kaya niloloko ko palagi ni Kuya Sid na yun nga, huwag ako masyadong seryoso. Kasi si Kuya Sid talaga yung clown sa sa set. So, parang tuwang-tuwa kay Kuya Sid kasi papatawanin ka talaga niya. He's like that. So, appreciate mo talaga siya dun sa mga times na, sobrang may time syempre na feel bad ka sa location, bumabagyo, yung, alam mo yung medyo bad trip ka. But Kuya Sid is there really to lighten up the mood. Yun talaga yung appreciate ko kay Kuya Sid. Kaya ang sarap-sarap niyang katrabaho. And with Sir John, tinitignan ko siya, I know, alam ko lahat yan. For me, very easy sa kanya lahat ng ginagawa niya kasi he's a good actor. But it's just very serious. Sobrang tahimik niya kapag before mag-start yung eksena. I feel na, alam mo yun, andun pa rin, nag-prepare pa din siya. Paano ba? Parang feeling ko, yun nga, he's serious about his, role and talaga siguro nag-ready talaga siya sa bawat eksena niya. That's why, he's really good. So, yun lang. Sobrang naano lang ako. Siguro doon ko yung makukumpara yung sarili ko sa kanya na ako, syempre bilang baguhan, talagang takot pa ako. Kailangan ko talagang i-ready yung sarili ko sa bawat eksena, lalo na ka-eksena ko, magagaling na actors and actors. And doon ko lang nakita na, kahit matagal ka na, you really have to prepare to be able to, deliver talaga na maganda. Sa totoong buhay, feeling ko, kulang talaga yung araw para, makilala ko talaga sila fully, personally, because yun nga, sobrang in a day na shooting talaga, mag-work ka talaga. Kasi we were only given few days to finish the movie and bumabagyo pa. Alam mo, wala talagang masyadong, alam mo yan, yung chit-chat time na talagang makakapagkwentuhan kayo. But, nakakakwentuhan pa naman sila. To me, Sir John, feeling ko in person, I don't think he's that serious talaga. Feeling ko super fun din yung tao. Kaya he like, playing yung mga characters. I feel kasi syempre to be, a good actor, feeling ko talaga dapat grabe yung sense of humor mo, yung personality na meron ka. To be able, parang ma-play mo. Kasi ikaw naman lahat yun eh. It's you. It's how you just play yung different roles. To me, pagka magaling kang actor, feeling ko you're, a very exciting person. Hindi ka boring na tao. Yan.
Yeah.
Working with Sir John is like a workshop. So I'll answer the same question. I love working with Sir John. He is a bottomless well of inspiration that you can draw from, especially since he throws himself completely at the work. Like Cindy was saying, even like in between scenes, you could see that he's preparing. And for me, I'd like my co-actors to do the work for me. So it's perfect. Especially since kunyari dito sa role na to, wala naman ako talaga, I'm here to support Cindy 100%. At kung ano yung ibibigay ni Sir John, opo, yes po, opo, ato po. Yes po. Which is beautiful. And the funny thing is, although seryoso si Sir John, that's him at play. Nobody can last this long convincing himself to do something he disagrees with. For example, hindi naman hindi siya disagree siya sa gagawin niyang eksena. Pero may hirap kasi para sa isang tao, dalhin ang sarili mo, gawin ang isang bagay na hindi mo may isip kailanman na magagawa mo yun sa ibang tao. And Sir John allows himself to explore that dark side of him, which is super scary. And at the same time, beautiful to watch, which is the whole point why you want to work with this person, because wala, tatayo ka na dun. Pati ikaw, best actor ka na rin. Sinigahon ka lang ni Sir John. I'm like, Opa! Diba? But that's the thing that makes it beautiful. And ako, aminin ko, I mean, I do my job naman rin behind the scenes and everything like that. But at the same time, hindi ko rin sasabayan si John ng gano'n. Mababaliw kami pareho. Hindi pwede. But yeah, it's just, thank you, sir, for the way you are. It's just a pleasure. Nire-remind nga namin balik ka muna dito, kain ka muna ha. Pwede kang kumain. Pwede ka rin huminga.
Hindi, depende rin siguro Sid, sa role. Kasi like, halimbawa yan, medyo may pagka-psychological. Parang hinahanap ko yung kabarumbaduhan ko. Ano mo yan? Pero kaya minsan, hindi ko bumabalik-balik. I mean, kahit may break tayo, ting! Biglang gagawin.
Hinayaan ka naman namin, Sir John So tara, si Sir John, kakain tayo. Yung eksena niya, mamaya ito gagawin sige, wag na lang.
Pero patok naman kami ni Sid Patok kami ni Sid.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Of course,
thank you.
Cindy.
Yes, thank you for your answers, guys. Okay, moving on. Here's a question from Roldan Castro of Abante tonight. Okay, let's move on because Nathalie is not here. Here's a question from Charmy Joy Pagulong of Philippine Star. How was it working together in REROUTE and being both seasoned and award-winning actors? Any new things you learned about the craft on set and from working with each other? I think this question is for Sid and Sir John.
Can I answer? I have an answer kanina. Actually, this is almost the same as kanina, but I wanted to focus differently naman on my experience with Cindy because I never got to talk about it. Lugi ako kay Cindy dahil first day pa lang, yung kasama ko papuntang sa set si Nathalie. So parang mali ata yung kasama ko sa kwarto, hindi ko siya nakilala. But the little time that she is able to give to you, because nga she's got a lot on her plate, right? It's all of her. And she will make amen also na, I'm really, like she always says, I'm an introvert, I'm not used to these things. But oh my gosh, once the 5, 4, 3, 2 happens, boom. Who is this person? Oh my gosh. So masaya talaga. It was like Sir John was saying, the dynamic of all 4 characters was really beautiful. It was really nice. It was, may mga times nga kami ni Cindy magtitingin parang, ano nangyayari? Hindi ba nakuna na natin to Hindi, may naisip siguro. Hindi, sige lang, okay na yan. Okay, go.
Can I just add?
Yes,
Really, I really want to thank Kuya Sid for fulfilling ko ano man yung mga butas sa mga ginagawa ko sa on set. But me, I'm a weird person. Yun nga, yung parang feeling ko, yung split personalities, may ganyan ako Pero like you're for accepting, si Kuya Sid parang feeling ko, sobrang understanding yung tao. Doon ko lang na-realize na Kuya Sid is a really nice person. Kasi kahit pinapakita ko sa kanya lahat, I was very honest to him kung ano mang nafe-feel ko doon sa mismong sitwasyon na yun. Sobrang bait niya sa akin, sobrang kaya niya sa akin. Kung ano mang bad trip man ako, kung masaya man ako, kung siraulo man ako ng oras na yun. Kasi feeling ko pumipitik na lang ako bigla. And Kuya Sid is just, sobrang cool na tao. Talagang minsan kapag bad trip ka, tingnan mo lang si Kuya Sid para maging okay. Yun yun sa akin. And Kuya Sid, thank you for doing that.
My pleasure. I promise to support you. And I support you. Through and through.
I hope I can be that person to you, next time we work. Yun lang.
But Sir John, would you like to add?
Well, kasi si Sid kasi I've experienced him in his different moods from ang probinsyano hanggang dito. So you know what, ang daming resources. I mean, on and off the camera, it's him, at kaya ang dami mo ring makukuhang resources, and he plays around. And that's one of the things kasi in acting. I mean, being irreverent while you're actually trying to get the center of this character, you have to play irreverent. That's one of his styles. Ako yun ang tingin ko kasi ang dami niyang resources para maging irreverent. So and I'm happy.
I'm happy for him. I'm happy being with him on and off the camera. Sobra. And si Cindy ang pagkakapareho namin tama nga. Alam mo yung pag malapit ng eksena, yung naturally biglang tumatahimik kami. Alam mo yan?
Niiwan niyo ako mag-isa sa kanto.
Yung naturally nandun kami sa isang, mararamdaman ko na lang nasa isang sulok kaming pareho, na pareho kami nagko-concentrate. May ganun. I will catch myself na ay, nandun din pala si Cindy. Ganun. So, alam mong itong saya ko na ito, this is what is actually happening to me while I'm doing it. Because that is very exciting to me. That kind of that looks so serious, but actually it's the excitement of this work, that I'm now recreating a different character. I'm now recreating this kind of emotion, and I haven't tried this one, and this kind of thing that you're getting from me now is what is actually happening to me inside. It just looked so serious on the facade. But I'm so happy working with these guys. I mean, hindi ko nga maisip na si Nat is so a funny lady.
Isa pa yun.
She's so nice to be with. I mean, yung mangungulit lang siya mamaya, kulit nag-eksena. Eksena yan ha, sa eksena. Seryoso eksena, pero nakakatawa siya para kuhanin yung isang eksenang seryoso. Sobra. And then pag nakita mo effective, iiyak na lang bigla. Oh, nice. And ang itong si Cindy naman, yung consistency ng concentration niya. Overflowing. Parang, tama na. Stop. Get up from it.
Okay. Nakapantay na nga lang ako doon pagkatapos ang take niya. Hug? You want hug?
Siguro sobrang galing nyo kasi po talaga. Sobrang dalang-dala talaga ako. And sobrang na-push niya talaga ako. The last press con, I told them how feeling ko, nakarating ako sa emosyon na feeling ko hindi ko nararating before. And thanks of course talaga sa inyo, Sir John, Kuya Sid, and Nathalie. Alam mo yung sobrang ang gagaling na actors, no? Feeling ko ako magaling na din. May ganon. Gusto ko lang talaga sabihin. Kasi syempre, asarap ng feeling mo magaling ka din kasi nakakarating ka din sa emosyon na hindi mo pa narating before. And yan, siguro sobrang dami ko talaga natutunan. May influence ka talaga ng mga taong kasama mo. And sana maka-work ko po kayo ulit. Kasi gusto ko pang matuto ng madaming.
Yeah, let's do it!
Because we really see how you enjoyed each other's company. Parang ang saya-saya sa set ninyo. Okay, here's the next question. I enjoyed the conversation. Sorry. Okay.
All day.
Wala na si Nat. Umalis na si Mami nakakainis.
Yeah, she's tending to her daughter. But okay, let's move on to the next. Okay.
You know what? Aside from this acting thing, I mean, the very, very first priority of Nat is her daughter. So talagang etsokwera kami lahat pagtungkol na sa anak niya.
I think all moms are like that, no, Sir John? Talagang pag anak na nila, yun na yung focus talaga nila.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the next question. What made you accept your role in REROUTE, and what sort of challenges did it bring you?
Mina, I have my favorite. I always answer this question.
Okay.
Sino? Cindy, you want to go ahead? Go ahead.
I think that was asked, but yeah, ulitin ko lang, paano ko ba naman hindi tatanggapin yung movie? Hindi ko nga alam yung story at tinanggap ko dahil narinig ko nga, of course, kasama ko si John Arcilla, Kuya Sid Lucero, and Nathalie Hart. Tatanggi ka ba dun sa trabaho na yun? Tinanggap nila, malamang sobrang ganda niyan, diba? And yun na yung opportunity na makatrabaho mo yung mga galing na actors. Bonus talaga yung work. But really, yung naging intention ko talaga is to work with them. It's really to learn. Kasi gusto ko talaga yung ginagawa ko bilang actress. Gusto ko maging magaling. And I just wanna be, I just wanna work with them and learn kung paano. Dahil yun nga, dream ko talaga maging katulad nila someday.
Thank you, Cindy. Sid?
Mine was simple. I got a message from my manager. Sabi niya, Direk Lau wants to work with you. I said yes. Sabi niya, wait, baka gusto mong basahin muna yung movie. Sabi ko, oh, okay. Eh, pag sinabi niyan, alam ko na baka may sensitive scenes and things like that, or might be able to, if I'm not ready to do anything like that. But so I read it. Eh, yun na nga, first page pa lang, yung mga pangalan ng mga characters, may mga possible actors attached to it on the side. The only number I had was Sir John, since we worked together, and I'm actually very fortunate to have actually direct connection with him. And so I called, and good thing he answered. Tapos I basically made the promise to him. I said, if you want to do this, I'm gonna do this, and I'll support. Will give you my all. And then I waited, and then ito na nga, natuloy. So yay. Yeah, sometimes kasi, although yung script is the main thing that I look at to do a film, sometimes you can make a movie even with like a script that isn't 100%. Like, I'm not saying that this is the one. Hindi ko lang kasi nung nakuha ko yung kung sino magde-direct, umuo na ako eh. Kasi I've always wanted to direct with Lau, panahon pa ni Dad before he died. So parang, yes, I put my whole trust in this guy. Whatever he asks me to do, I'm okay with it. And I already made a list of what's the possible things na kaya na pwedeng hindi ko kakayanin. Pero oo. And then yun na nga. So I called John. So sometimes it doesn't have to be a script, even if the script is good enough. Or really good. Sometimes it's really bad. But if you're working with people you trust, people that you respect on an artistic level, and especially as people, wala kayong baling pwedeng gawin. Lalo na kung nag-enjoy kayo.
Okay. Sir John?
Well, ang totoo niyan, binraso ako ni Tita Jun at ni Boss Vic eh. Pinilit nila akong gawin ito. Sabi nila, pag hindi mo ginawa to, tatanggalin namin ng kontrata. No. Well, you know what? First and foremost, yung kasing si Nat kasi at saka si Cindy, hindi ko pa nakakatrabaho. Ang sarap nung, very refreshing kasi yung magkakaroon ka ng bagong kasama na bago mong kasama sa cast. Yun, for me, that's very, very enriching. Hindi kasi ako naniniwala. Well, siguro, nasa critique lang siguro at saka sa our giving body yung how do you call it? How do we call it? Pag-categorize who is best and who is not best. Wala, ako kasi, when I work, I welcome everyone as good actors, as great actors. Kasi whether you like it or not, you will get a lot of things from different kinds of people. Wala sa akin na magaling, ito bago, ito. Sa akin, whatever we have to collaborate on in the scene is so enriching for me. Sobrang nung malaman ko si Cindy at saka si Nathalie, sabi ko, ngayon ko na sila makakasama, I love this. And of course, I don't know if for Sid, but actually, isa talaga ako sa nag-push sa name ni Sid.
Talaga?
Yeah. Kung hindi mo alam ni Sid. Yeah. But of course, ang binasa ko muna ang script, and then when I read the script, actually maganda talaga yung script. Kakaiba. Sabi ko, wow, medyo psychological. Sabi ko, gusto ko tong character na to. So of course yun din. Kung hindi man yun yung pinaka first, yun yung isa sa pinakamalaking factor. Pero lahat yun pare-pareho with equal parang impact yung lahat ng yun. Yung bago ko silang makakasama, at the same time maganda yung script, maganda yung character. Yeah. Lahat na yun sama-sama.
Thank you for sharing. Thank you for answers. Okay, moving on. Here's a question from Mercy Leharde of Bulgar. Para kay Cindy, Nathalie, Sid, and John, but Nathalie is not here. May ilangan factor pa ba kayong naramdaman habang kinukuhanan ang mga sizzling love scenes ninyo dito sa REROUTE, o nasanay na kayo na tipong it's just a matter of getting used to it?
Can I answer first?
Yes.
Yeah, my scene with Kuya Sid, of course, talagang, sabi ko nga kanina, talagang kinabahan ako. First time ko, of course, naka-eksena si Kuya Sid. And of course, sa mga ganong eksena, nakakakaba naman talaga. Andun pa rin yun, of course, as babae, as baguhan din ako. But yun nga, sabi ko nga sa'yo, maganda experience ko kasi ang galing ni Kuya Sid. Pro na siya sa mga ganong bagay and he knows what to do. He knows how to...
Is that true, Sid?
Ikaw nagsabi sa akin nun, ha?
Pro na tayo dito.
100 times. So don't worry.
Maybe in real life, but I think this is just the first time you've done this ano, di ba, porn thing. I know, joke. Tawa nga kami ng tawa.
Wala ako, walang kwenta.
Tawa nga kami ng tawa ni Sid nung sinasabi ni Sid, now I'm a porn star.
Yeah.
Cindy.
Yes.
Mukha lang siyang hustler kasi ganun siya sa totoong buhay. Pero bago lang niyang ginawa yan on screen.
I think may surprise. May surprise si Kuya Sid sa movie, di ba? Hindi naman nakita sa trailer. So, kailangan talagang abangan. I think...
Nakita sa trailer.
Nakita ba sa trailer? Meron pa. I think meron pang mas. So, meron pang surprise si Kuya Sid sa mismong movie. And he's not professional. Walang pakialam yun yung gusto ko talagang matutunan paano niya ginagawa yun? Wala yan. Acting, hindi naman siya yan. Gawin lang niya kung ano pinapagawa sa kanya. Gusto ko maging ganun ka-cool. I'll just do it, Ito yung kailangan ng character ko. Gusto ko yun kasi ako meron pang pag-aalinlangan talaga. Madaming times na ganun ako. At kasi feeling ko nga hindi ko kayang, paano ba, i-deliver ng ganun kaganda. Kasi nga, syempre, kapag kinakabahan ka, hindi mo kayang gawin. Alam mo yung sarili mo. But Kuya Sid, pinatunayan niya sa akin, gagawin mo lang naman yan yung ganun ka-cool, walang kung ano-anong iniisip, basta gagawin lang niya. Kung anong sabihin ni Direk sa mismong oras na yung gagawin niya. Ganun ka professional si Kuya Sid. Ang galing nga yan, sobrang idol ko si Kuya Sid sa ganung paraan. But yeah,
ang galing sobrang galing
with Sir John, may mga scenes kami na pero we didn't do any, yung parang mga love scene talaga. But we did something na you will feel na may ginawa kami, pero wala talaga. Kasi yun nga doon ko napatunayan na you can really, do something. Kasi, di ba, sa camera lang naman yan, di ba? Kaya mo talagang dayain isang bagay sa camera kung ganun ka kagaling umarte. And doon natutunan ko yung kay Sir John na ang galing niya kasi parang alam mo yun, maintindihan ng tao na kahit hindi nyo gawin talaga, literal, kung ano yung sitwasyon, alam nila yun ang ginagawa nyo. So, yun, walang pag-aalinlangan. Sobrang feeling ko, alam mo yun, sobrang secured ako while doing ko ano man yung mga medyo intimate scenes or, mga medyo sensitive na eksena sa pelikula na to. Pero syempre, konti lang naman yan Karamihan naman talaga, more on, suspense, tingin-tinginan, ganyan. But, I'm happy. Ang dami kong natutunan. Ang dami kong techniques na, pwede kong i-apply sa mga next works ko. Yan.
At saka tinan niyo kung gaano kagaling si Sid tsaka si Cindy Isipin mo kuya ang tawagan nila sa isa't isa pero pag pinanood mo yung pelikula hindi sila mukhang magkuya.
Kuya, wag po. But to answer the question, wait, I want to answer
though. Inala niya talaga lahat ng eksena namin. Yun lang yung masasabi ko. It was Kuya Sid talaga who led the scenes na yung ito yung mga scenes na what's that? Yung mga exciting na scenes. Ay, yan na lang, English na lang. Siya talaga yung nag-lead doon. Siya talaga yung star doon sa eksena na yun. Talagang ganun ka,
No, that's not true.
Hustler kasi
But to answer the question honestly, there is always apprehensions in the beginning, especially because you're working with a lady, right? And although you're working with a lady first and foremost, minus pa yung pag-aartista niya or minus pa yung pagkakilala mo or pagkakilala mo sa isa't isa, di ba? Sa isa't isa. So there's always that. And you always want to take care of your co-actress. And then sometimes, gusto man ng artista yung ginagawa nila or gusto talaga nila to, minsan nalulula din sila sa pinapagawa sa kanila. There are certain certain standards or values that we all have as actors and as people that will never be the same as the other person, right? Kung ako bilang artista, wala akong pakialam. Pwede kong madaling makasagasa ng ibang tao, ng ibang artista. Kasi kung ikaw wala kang pakialam, yung katrabaho, marami siyang iniisip, paano kayo magtutugma, diba? You have to be sensitive to that. And yes, it's just a job. And yes, we're just co-actors. We're just going to be friends at the end of this. But at the end of the day, while you're working together, it's just the two of you. So you have to have a certain level of trust, which usually I get from getting to know the person on and off the camera. And pag nararamdaman ko na parang, okay, maybe masyadong busy itong tao to, hindi ko to siya pwedeng ayahan. Tara, lunch tayo, hindi tayo pwede mag-ganon. I will present myself as best as I can. Now, let's say I'm working with someone who's having a hard time because she feels like maybe I don't need to be this naked here. And pag naramdaman ko na feeling ng artista ko hubad na siya, maghuhubad na rin ako para hindi lang ikaw. Mas hubad ba ako sa'yo? So, okay na tayo. So, para, diba, I'm not gonna show anything, but I am going to present myself in the most vulnerable state as I can to gain or to be, para pareho tayong komportable sa ganung state. And then we can work together. Hindi ko pakiramdam na iniwan kita, I left you hanging. I don't feel that way. I feel like I supported you, which is what I signed up for. I'm here to support Cindy Miranda. So I'm going to support her on and off the camera. Kung meron ka man may nababadal pa sa something, tapos na walang kinalaman sa trabaho natin, naapekto yung trabaho natin, alalayan din kita doon. Okay lang yan. Kwento. Diba?
Comment ko lang si Kuya C. Totoo yan talaga. Paano ba? Yan nga, yung sinabi niya na kung you feel na you're naked, maghuhubad talaga siya. Para lang maging komportable ka din. Para pareho kayo. Para hindi ka mag-isa. Hindi ganyan talaga iiwanan sa ere. Yan talaga si Kuya Sid. And yeah, thank you. Thank you for making me realize kung grabe talaga yung ginawa mo for me sa set. And kaya feeling ko naging successful yung movie, of course. Sa pagsuporta talaga, gagaling na actors. They really know what to do to make a great movie. Talagang dapat supportan. Alam mo yung wala kang na feel na dapat mas magaling ako sa hayaan mo na lang siya. I'm a good actor. She's new actor. So wala akong pakialam. Wala talagang ganun eh. Talagang denied ka nila. And I think, na-realize ko, yun talaga yung dapat. Sa isang movie, dapat nagtutulungan talaga. Hindi iniiwanan na. May mga mahihina. Dapat yun talaga yung mga tinutulungan. And that's how what I felt. And yun talaga dapat yung key sa isang magandang movie. Kasi syempre lahat din, di ba? Lahat naman kayo gagawa nun. Very supportive talaga sila sa lahat. Kaya I think this movie it's a great movie. I haven't watched it, but I think it's a great movie. Dahil sa ginawa nila. Lalo na sa akin. Thank you. Thank you, Sir John. Kuya Sid, of course, to Nathalie. Sorry, wala na siya dito. So
there you have it. Thank you for your answers, guys. Okay, moving on here. That was a question from Mercy Liharde of Bulgar. Up next, we have a question from Dolly Ann Carvajal of Inquirer. For Cindy, in what ways can you relate to the character you portrayed? Or is it totally different from the real you?
May pagkakapareho, lalo na yung mga first scene namin ni Kuya Sid, strong yung personality. Parang kapag inaway ka, awayin mo din. May ganun may pagka-strong yung personality ko. Nakarelate ako doon. Hindi naman mahirap kasi normal na tao yung character ko dito. Pagka matatakot, kapag nalagay sa sitwasyon na, tagilid, 'di ba? So, very yung character ko dito. Very normal lang na tao. Pag tinakot, matatakot, kapag hinabol, tatakbo, iiyak pag kailangan umiyak. So, hindi nahirapan, but of course, yun lang, yung level lang ng emosyon dahil din syempre sa mga ka-actingan mo. You really have to level up. Yun talaga yun. But normal lang. I think kung mangyari man sa akin yun sa totoong buhay, yung mga eksena na yun, gagawin ko din yung mga bagay na yun. yung mga makita nyo sa movie na to, it's gonna be, natural na magiging reaction ko din sa totoong buhay. Yun lang, nilevel up lang, of course. This is a movie and you have, you're working with great actors. So, yeah.
Thank you, Cindy. For Sid and John, what route do you intend to take in your personal life and career this 2022?
I'll go ahead, Sir John. I have made a habit of making life too easy for me, and this is the time I will take the road less taken. Yes, I'm going to give myself a hard time, say yes to every movie project, and make it the best I can. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go straight. I'm going to do what John does and never stop working.
Marami tayong abangan na movies from Sir Sid. How about Sir John?
Yeah, ako din ganon. I want to welcome everything fresh and everything new. Well, ganun naman lagi kahit minsan nga parang nakita mo na yung siguro nga sabi ko kasama din yun na mismong yung dumarating naman sa akin na film kasi hindi rin naman yung karaniwan. So and I'm happy to welcome them. And sana maraming international films na pumasok at matapos na tong pandemic para may mga invitations din kasi talaga sa international. So gusto kong gumawa ng maraming ganun. Although I want to share our lives as Filipinos. I want to share how colorful our culture is to the global audience. Parang gusto ko 'yon. Parang sana makita na tayo sa mainstream kagaya ng Indians, ng Chinese, hindi lang tayo parang mga ethnicity sa isang country. Kasi we've been in their societies for so long. We've been in the global societies for so many decades. So may role na tayo sa pamilya ng bawat isang sosyedad sa bawat bahagi ng mundo. And it's about time that we have to play major roles in the global cinema.
Thank you for your answers. This next question is from Nestor Cuartero of Tempo and Bulletin. Cindy, what are your limitations?
Of course, bilang baguhan na actress, madami talaga. Madami pa talaga. Kasi ang dami ko pang kailangan matutunan. But yun nga, willing naman talaga akong matutunan lahat para syempre magawa ko yung most of, hinihingi man ng kung anumang character na gagawin ko. But yung sa ngayon of course I've done, mga sexy movies, yung may mga kissing scenes and all. I really want na makagawa, of course, ng mga movies na, yung walang sexy, walang kissing scene. I just want to be seen in that way then as well. Of course, kasi yung mga tao, they feel lang na, oh, yan na naman, meron na naman, may sexy na naman, you're gonna expose na naman your skin. Diba? Sana makagawa ako ng movie na just to na I can do a movie naman na just acting kasi may mga nagsasabi na iba, you're just showing your body, you're a beauty queen and then you're doing that, diba? So sana mabigyan ako ng mga roles na just acting. And yeah, kaya gusto ko talagang gumaling umarte kasi gusto ko maging seryoso na actress. I don't want to be tagged as just sexy actress. And wala akong anything against, being a sexy actress. But, just, ayoko lang na just a sexy actress. You know that. I want to be a good actress. So, yun.
I think it's happening now, with all due respect.
Agree.
Yeah. You know what? As long as you can think it, it's happening, Cindy.
Thank you.
It's good.
Yeah, because of them, I'm motivated, I'm inspired to,
It's in your consciousness. It's in your consciousness. It is happening.
Thank you. Yeah. From Sir John.
Thank you, Cindy. For Sir John Arcilla, it's common knowledge na matindi ang pag-iingat mo against coronavirus pandemic. Ano ang epekto sa'yo ng Omicron scare? At may mga project ka ba na tinanggihan dahil sa sitwasyon sa kasalukuyan?
Well, wala pa naman na tinanggihan, pero mismong ang producers kasi they can't really parang somehow makapag all out to do films, no, na left and right katulad ng dati, especially now masyadong mahigpit yung Omicron, mabilis ang talagang pag-contaminate niya sa atin, no, and ang dami-dami mga cases. Well, right now, kung mayroong mag-iimbita sa akin ng mga movies talaga ulit, parang ang hirap tanggapin. Isipin mo na lang, ngayon na nga lang sa probinsyano, alam mo yung ang dami-daming, ang hirap pumasok ngayon sa bubble. Ang hirap, ang dami nagpa-positive, ang daming restrictions at ang daming mga protocols na kailangan at importante at hindi ko tatanggihan. I-embrace ko yung protocols, i-embrace ko yung restrictions because for me, I mean, you know, this will actually, this all shall pass anyway. Matatapos din naman lahat ito eh. So pagbigyan na lang muna natin in a year time or two. Sige na lang muna kung ano muna ang kaya natin gawin, pagbigyan muna natin. But right now, our health is our priority. Kung magkakasakit din tayo, mauubos din lahat ng mga savings natin, you know. Hindi rin eh. I mean, para sa akin, yung health muna ang priority, yung welfare ng lahat, ng buong industriya, ng pamilya natin.
Thank you for your answer. And here's another question for you po. Yung acting mo sa trailer ng REROUTE reminds us sa intense acting ng the great actor na si Vic Silayan sa Kisap Mata. Ano ang pakiramdam na maikumpara ka sa kanya? Open ka ba sa idea na remake ng Kisap Mata na ikaw ang gaganap sa role ni Vic Silayan?
Wow. Yes, kasi you know what? I even spoke to with Charo Santos, with Miss Charo, no. Mismong siya sinabi rin niya sa akin before yan. I said, why don't you try the idea of doing the remake of Kisap Mata? Oh, why not? These are great actors of the Philippine, these are icons of the Philippine industry, no. Na mga nauna pa sa akin. Talagang i-compare ka lang dun sa mga yon sila at saka yung work mo ihambing sa kanila. Talagang it's an honor. It's an honor. It's really an honor. Thank you so much. Yes, why not? Why not?
Okay. For Sid from one of the press. For Sid, ano ang requirements mo para mapapayag ka na gawin ang nude scenes mo sa REROUTE at Silip sa Apoy? Kailangan ba na limitado ang mga tao sa set at paano mo pinoprotektahan ang mga aktres na kasama mo sa eksena?
Wala naman akong hinihingi. Ang pinaka-importante sa akin, komportable yung kapartner ko, whether babae siya o lalaki. Mas madali ka nga kapag may love scene with a guy because you both don't want to do this and you will both do your best para isang take lang tapos na. But with a lady, it's very different because marami kang kailangan alagaan at pati sila marami inialagaan. Maraming pumapasok sa industriya na hindi buong pamilya nila sang-ayon sa gagawin nilang mga eksena. Meron iba dyan na may mga minamahal na hindi rin sang-ayon. So gagawa sila ng eksena na labag sa mga nangyayari sa personal life nila. So nahihirapan silang gawin yung mga yan, di ba? So hindi ko rin pwedeng hindi isipin yan. I have to, the most important thing para sa akin is makilala ako on a certain level ng katrabaho ko para hindi ko kailangan isipin na kapag ginawa ko ito, isipin nila na ganun talaga ako. Parang at least they know that there's a limit and there is a truth to who I am and what we're gonna do is outside that area, diba? And I learn what their limitations are, and at the same time para hindi nila maramdaman na naiiwan sila. I join them with their limitations. For example, if let's say this actress does not want for example, may scene kumbaga yung kung saan yung blocking hindi matatakpan ng todo yung kailangan matakpan. For example, a plaster or maybe some or hair or things like that, or maybe private parts, right? So I will have to do it in such a way na hindi talaga makikita yun. And at the same time, ilalagay ko rin yung sitwasyon ko where yung babae will have a responsibility in taking care of me and covering me up also. Because for example, for these two projects, wala akong plaster. So pag nagkamali tayo sa blocking, cameo, hindi pwede yun because it's also part of my contract and you also have a contract and now we both have something to take care of each other. Now we are responsible for each other. Now that becomes a mutual activity. Hindi tayo isang artista lang tapos isang babae gagawin lang niya yung sexy tapos pagkatapos na tapos na. No, it is something that you do together and it has to have a certain level of trust and acceptance from the person that you're doing it with. Right? So like for example, from the little that I knew Cindy, her personal life and her movie life is very, very different. So marami siyang ginagawa sa pelikula na hindi niya gagawin sa totoong buhay or hindi pa niya nagagawa, hindi naman sa hindi siya nag-agree or no. But I have to walk her through that because even though it's not real, it's still an experience we're both going to work through. So if we're not going to treat each other as like partners, like real partners, like someone who will both lose something kapag hindi natin ginawa yung trabaho natin for each other, walang mangyayari. So I think that is a big help. And based on like how Cindy responds naman and when I worked with Angeli at yung response naman with the way we worked and the kinds of scenes that we did, it works naman. They even say that it helps a lot. And I actually feel like that's probably what I don't mind doing because like a lot of the people coming into like especially Vivamax are like starting out and a lot of the things that they're going to be doing the first time. And since I've been doing this a long time, I don't mind walking them through things like this and through the industry without them feeling used or abused. Because nangyayari din yun eh. Hindi natin makontrol yun minsan.
Thank you very much, Sid. Okay, up next, we have a question from Ana Pingal of Pika Pika to Sid. Parang ang naget ko kanina, you won't do this if Sir John did not take it. Naghintay ka ba ng decision niya?
Actually, it was sad because I already said yes with Lau. And then I also said that if you do this, I will do this. I did not say that I wasn't going to do it if he did it. I would have, if you do this, I'm definitely in. If he didn't do it, I would have had like a little bit more conversations with my manager and things like that. Plus the fact naman, I was also excited to work with Nat and Cindy because I'm not naman the type of actor who will just turn down a role just because I'm not working with someone I want to work with, diba? And like Sir John mentioned a while ago, nakaka-excite talaga to work with people you've never worked with, not necessarily new, people you've never worked with, because it's these experiences that add to your how do I say this, to your ammo, to your ammo cache, to your repertoire. I mean, yeah, I can use my life, I can use just me, pero I can use my friend's life too. I can use every single person experience I have come across with, and it could be just anybody, diba? It doesn't, yeah. Nawala tuloy ako.
Okay, would you like to continue on that or?
Yeah, well, yeah, no, that's basically it. Yeah.
Okay.
That's
So thank you. But here's another question for you. Sabi ni Sir John, madami kang resources ng irreverence. This is from Miss Anna. Sample, hehe with wink.
I don't know how you sample reverence or irreverent, or like, for example, let's say if you're going to do a line, if you're just gonna do I love you, right? A reverent way would be like the way we see it on television. Mahal kita. I love you so much. You can say it that way, but there's so many ways to say it. Like you can use a simple pause, and then the girl can say, or the partner can say something like, "Why do you do this?" And then you can have a simple pause, and you can say it as playfully as possible. Hindi mo pa masabi. But it depends on the taste of the director. It's also a choice. Diba? But that's what I mean. You don't have to like say things all throughout. I like to do my lines. Kumbaga, lagi ako nag-fumble. I don't like, the quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. That's the line. I like to say it like, the quick brown fox jumped over this. sometimes when we say things, we're also composing as we're saying it. Like right now, when I'm answering your question, I fumble my words, I repeat certain things, I kind of take pauses, I repeat, diba? Something like that, as opposed to a simple, the quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog, diba?
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you for being so game with the sample. Thank you. To Sir John, you are your own critic. Pag may di ka nakukuha sa take na na-envision mo, how bad do you feel?
Well, when I was younger, it really bad. It will the disappointment will really stay for a week. Nung when I was really younger, pag hindi ko nakuha yung gusto kong gawin. Pero ngayon ang bilis na eh kasi sometimes I just realized nga this is a very collaborative medium. Sometimes you are not so into your interpretation, but actually the effect to others, especially to the audience, are actually good. Sometimes naman you feel so good with what you did, and then sa ibang audience naman tsaka dun sa mismong director ipapaulit. Parang wow, ang ganda ng pagkakagawa ko na yun para sa tingin ko. And then, biglang pagtingin mo sa camera, pagtingin ka sa monitor, ang pangit. Direct, pakiulit natin. Samantalang when you did the take, ang ganda ng pakiramdam mo sa gawa mo. So, it doesn't matter anymore. Sa akin, as long as I did the requirement and wala namang pinaulit or wala namang how do we call, nagpo-protest about the scene and also okay lang, mas mabilis na ako nang tanggapin yung kung ano man yung ginawa ko. Halimbawa, meron akong hindi medyo nag-regret ako sa interpretation ko this particular moment. Okay, better luck next time, or bawi ako sa next eksena. Meron akong hugutin na isang klase ng connection dun sa past scene na feeling ko kulang, ilalagay ko dun sa susunod. So, kino-connect ko yung mismong yung character. Kasi kahit naman sa totoong buhay, meron kang gustong gawin na hindi mo nagagawa at hindi mo nasasabi kaagad. And then, babawi ka sa susunod. So, I just take it that way now.
Thank you, Sir John, for your answer. That is a question from Miss Ana Pingal of Pika Pika. And we have here, I think this will be our last question from Dolly Ann Carvajal. For Cindy, what did you learn from the character you portrayed?
Sobrang dami. Pwede ba learn na lang from the experience? Of course, the character itself naman talaga. Parang, ano bang ginawa ko dun? Sa experience na lang siguro as, you know, yung pinlay ko yung character na yun. Ang dami. Ang dami ko pang kailangan matutunan. Yun yung na-realize ko. Ang dami ko pang kailangan matutunan sa trabaho ko, sa buhay. Yan yung mga realizations ko. And kung yung sa movie naman, sa kwento na yun, you know, may mga bagay na of course, hindi ko pa na-experience na it happens. And you don't want to happen it sa totoong buhay. And yan, nababalaan ka sa mga ganun eksena, if ever mangyari man sa akin, na sana hindi naman, diba? Paano ba? Na-overwhelm ako actually. Ang ganda kasi talaga na experience ko dito. Alam mo yung parang ang dami-dami tumatakbo ngayon sa utak ko. I don't know what to say because, you know, na ang dami talaga. But as an actress na lang, yung natutunan ko sa experience ko sa REROUTE talaga. You know, this is like, you know, lahat naman, of course, binibigay ko yung best ko sa lahat ng ginagawa ko. I really work hard sa lahat ng ginagawa ko. But this one, you know, sabi ko nga, if ever tanungin ako ng kung sino mang tao, lumabas man ako bukas, anong movie ang pwede naming panoorin? You know, kung nalaman nilang actress ako. You know, this is gonna be it. REROUTE. I feel na this is my best movie. Dami ko natutunan. Alam ko, ang dami ko pang kailangan improve. I wasn't perfect in this movie. But you know, I feel na nabigay ko talaga yung best ko dito. Natulungan ako and for in very, very weird eh. Alam mo yung talagang feeling ko nakalaya yung emosyon na dapat kong palayain because in real life I'm a very introvert person. Yung sumigaw ka, matakot ka. Lahat. Pagod ka. Actually, mapapagod ka sa akin dito pag napanood mo ako dito sa movie na to. And, hindi ako napagod. Like yung feeling na, shock, sobrang pagod ko. Hindi, sobrang tuwang-tuwa ako. Na-experience ko lahat yung ganong klaseng level ng emosyon, na experiences, and all. And, natutunan ko, and, pwede ko na tawagan na realize ko, mas gusto ko pang mahalin yung trabaho ko. And dahil sa movie na REROUTE, gusto ko pang gumawa ng mas madami pang movie na katulad nito. Yung ma-challenge ka talaga. Not just because of the story. Siyempre lahat ng kaaktingan mo. And ile-level up mo talaga yung sarili mo. Kasi hindi pwedeng ganyan ka lang palagi. Hindi ka pwedeng magstay sa ganyan palagi. If you wanna get something, you really have to work hard talaga. Yun talaga yung natutunan ko. And kay Kuya Sid, kay Sir John Arcilla, and kay Nathalie, nakita ko. Kahit si Kuya Sid, cool lang siya. But I know how, sobrang seryoso nila sa craft nila. That's how they love kung ano yung ginagawa nila. At gusto kong mahalin yung trabaho ko ng ganon. Alam mo yun, yung wala kang pag-aalinlangan, you do it for your work, you do it for the craft. And dahil gusto mong maka-inspire ng tao, mapakita kung ano man ang dapat mong mapakita, magpasaya ng ibang tao, or magbahagi lang ng isang kwento sa mga tao, something na talagang, di ba, may mga napapanood tayong movies na, mapapaisip talaga tayo. And from that movie, pwedeng magbago yung, isip ng isang tao. Pwede mo siyang ma-inspire, pwede mo siyang, yun yung mga naisip ko. So, yun lang.
So we really see how you guys love the craft acting. So thank you again to our stars. Well, that concludes our Q&A. And this time, may we ask you guys to please invite everyone to support your movie, REROUTE. Cindy?
Counting kung ilang days na lang. So from today, it's just, 3 araw na lang. It's gonna be, streaming na ng REROUTE, of course. Exclusively sa Vivamax. Available na yan sa how many countries? Is it 60 plus? And I think we have like about 2 million subscribers. So sana yung mga hindi pa nagsasubscribe, mag-subscribe na po sa Vivamax. Because this is, I think kakaiba to sa Vivamax. Alam ko naman lahat ng pinapalabas ng Vivamax, very exciting movies. But this one, I think you haven't watched it, sa mga madaming Filipinos movies na na-watch nyo. So kakaiba to, and yeah. Let's make this 2022 intense kasi very intense talaga yung movie na to. And sobrang excited ako. Sana katulad ko, ma-excite kayo sa movie na to kasi sobrang excited talaga ako ibahagi yung movie na to. Alam mo yung sobrang ngayon kinikilig ako talaga sa movie na to. I am very proud of this movie. Sana wag niyong i-miss. January 21 na po. Vivamax 12:01 ng January 21. Sana mapanood niyo po yung Vivamax. Abangan niyo.
Thank you, Cindy. Sid?
Hey guys, my name is Sid Lucero. You can call me Timmy, and it is my honor to actually introduce you to one of Vivamax's up-and-coming movies. It's going to be screening on the 21st on January. It's going to be REROUTE. And yeah, all of us worked really hard to do this. It's going to be really entertaining. And like Cindy said, it's going to be very exciting. So yeah, let's start 2021 with a bang. With a bang.
Thank you, Sid. Sir John?
Well, for me, this is actually a sexy thriller film. You know who the sexy is, or the sexiest. The sexiest are. So I'm actually watching you to watch this very, very interesting film now. The sexy thriller film of the year. Of course, starring Sid Lucero, Cindy Miranda, Nathalie Hart, and then yours truly. And it's going to open on the 20th of January, 21st of January, right? Okay.
So it's gonna be all over the globe sa lahat ng may Vivamax. So hintayin po nyo kakaibang pelikula, sobra. Sobra. Masyashock ho kayo.
Well, there you have it. For updates on REROUTE, like and follow Vivamax official social media accounts on Facebook, facebook.com/VivamaxPH, and on Twitter and Instagram at VivamaxPH. Get ready to not get lost and not trust strangers in the newest Vivamax original suspense thriller movie, REROUTE, starring the well-known stars of the industry, John Arcilla, Cindy Miranda, Sid Lucero, and Nathalie Hart, directed by the one and the only Fajardo. Mark your calendar this January 21, 2022 at panoorin na ang REROUTE only on Vivamax, Philippines, Middle East, Europe, Hong Kong, Japan, Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia, Thailand, South Korea, Taiwan, Brunei, Macau, Vietnam, Maldives, Australia, New Zealand, USA, and Canada. Vivamax is available online at web.vivamax.net. You can also download the app and subscribe via Google Play Store for Android users, App Store for iOS users, and Huawei App Gallery for Huawei users, or get your Vivamax vouchers on Shopee and Lazada. Watch all you can on Vivamax for only $49 for 7 days, $149 a month, or 399 pesos for 3 months para mas sulit. And this January 18, join us in the digital premiere night of the newest Vivamax original movie na Lulunurin Ka sa Pag-ibig, Sisid, starring Kylie Versosa, Paulo Gumabao, Vince Rilon, and Christine Bermas, directed by one of the most prominent and important Filipino filmmakers today, who is widely known as the 62nd Cannes Film Festival Best Director, Direk Brillante Mendoza. The premiere night will be on Vivamax Plus, which is exclusive only to all Vivamax subscribers. Here in Vivamax Plus, you can experience a premiere night at the comfort of your own home. So how to avail? Register or sign in using the Vivamax app or at www.vivamax.net. Scroll down to the Vivamax Plus content rail and tap on the content you want to purchase. Click on Purchase Access Now and complete the payment transaction, then that's it. You can find your purchase content and purchase details under My Vivamax Plus purchases on the website or on your Vivamax app account. Tap on My Vivamax Plus purchases. And once again, thank you, because in just 1 year, Vivamax has reached more than 2 million subscribers and dominated the chart as the top grossing entertainment app in Google Play Philippines. Vivamax, Atin. Of course, again, thank you so much to our cast for making time, and for our dear friends from the media. And may we please ask the cast to stay in Zoom for the shoot of your promo plugs with the Viva team. Again, thank you everyone for joining us today. This is Jean Kylie, your host. And to close our digital media conference, muli sabay-sabay nating panoorin ang official trailer ng Sabay-Sabay Tayong Lahat. Official trailer ng
REROUTE!
Pwede po magtanong?
Oo po. Ano po yun?
Sir, ito po yung daan papuntang Morinda, di ba?
Bumalik na lang po kayo. Private property po to.
Sige po, salamat na lang po.
Kung gusto ninyo, itulak natin hanggang sa bahay. Raradyo ako ng mekaniko. Asawa ko. La, maganda ka nga.
Taga mo rin na kayo.
Apo.
Ano mapili nilang tatay mo?
Perilya po.
May nakuha akong mekaniko. Bukas daw dadating. Pwede kayo matulog dito kung gusto niyo.
Hindi na po. Sanay po kayo matulog sa kotse.
Gusto mo uminom?
Ako, okay lang po ako. Pagod na po ako. Tutulog na po ako.
Galing ng lala.
Napansin mo rin.
O, iba makatingin eh.
Pareho sila mo eh.
Hindi ba pwede? Sige nga.
Mamaya na yan.
Kain mo na!
Manalangin tayong lahat. Sam at dalangin namin sa iyo. Naway gabayan mo kami at ilayo mo kami sa mga hindi kalugod-lugod para sa iyo. Sa pangalan ng Panginoong Jesucristo na nabubuhay ngayon at